like when is a good time for people to start looking at senior care for their parent?
I would say it's never too early to start those conversations because oftentimes, the family will see the certain, I would say behaviors or certain like trigger signs that you're like, okay, this might be happening. But if you're in the seat, you don't want to recognize that in your mom or dad, and as an adult child, it's really hard to stomach that. So we're there, to help as their guiding light, to help through that emotional roller coaster. But, it's been incredibly fulfilling in every day.
Yeah. On average, and I know everybody's different, but on average, like how far out before somebody actually makes a move are you working with people?
There is a few leads that I'm working with now that are like planning for the fall or end of the year that we're setting them up for success. Now, obviously census changes day to day. So there's not too much more that we can do, prior to the tour, but at least they know that like the possible outcomes, like the sources that are readily available, the places to consider, how much they are so that they can plan accordingly. Yeah. But I would say it's never too early because, it's a process. Yeah. And you don't want to rush that process.
You don't want to jump and flip the switch.
Correct.
We gotta move right now,
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I like to paint the story for them from start to finish and let them know, that I'll be there with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have all these different places, and much for you, you've worked at a lot of these places, so you even have an even bigger insight. But Patty certainly has her connections with a lot of different senior living places. What are usually factors that drive you to guide them into a specific place, no matter where that might be, like a Lorien or a Brightview or whatever? Like, certainly you mentioned money is going to be one thing. Demographic area. What are some other factors that people are considering when they're looking at senior living?
So I have, clients that are kind of on both ends of the spectrum. So I have one that is interested in like a continuing care retirement community where, they want to have that security of knowing that they can age in place appropriately throughout their entire lifespan. And so, some of them can financially afford that. Then I have other clients that are on the other end who may not have a lot of financial means. And so then we ask the appropriate questions like, was your dad or mom or your loved one a veteran? If so, then we can connect them with the VA benefit specialist that we work with to help add to that towards their room and board. There's also such things as the subsidy loan. It's called SLAS. And that is an assisted living subsidy loan through Maryland that can help, with also adding additional funds if they financially qualify for that as well.
Gotcha.
So financial obviously plays a big part in it, but also kind of what their interests are. Do they want a robust programming, schedule? Do they what's most important to them? Yeah. And then based on availability, that's how we're able to help match them with that appropriate place.
Gotcha.
And again, I like to give them several options so that they know that they have the best of the best options to choose from.
Yeah. It's important too that you're like a third party, like you're genuinely looking out for them and their best interests and their specific needs.
Where an advocate.
If you just go to a place, they're going to try to sell you on their place. I mean, it is a business, so they're trying to convince you to come to their business, but yet you kind of have a more, what's the word I'm looking for?
It's just like an unbiased opinion.
Unbiased opinion, yep. Exactly.
And we really know what to look for. So it smells, the specific questions to ask, and pay attention to that maybe a family coming into it for the first time maybe isn't aware of that.
So did you like this episode of the TMA Connection? Well, you might want to check this one out right here. Go ahead, click it.